Here's a very quick look at my slightly mad microbit calculator project. We've got 3 microbits. The one at the top here is the display. The one on the left here is used for encoding numbers, and the one on the right here is used for encoding operators, whether you're multiplying, dividing, and so on. You could probably do it with 2 microbits, but I thought I'd do it with 3. I thought it'd be quite nice. So what you do is, on the one on the left, you press the button A, and that scrolls through different numbers until you find the number you want. So say we want the number 6. We're going to do 6 times 7. When you find the number you want, you press button B, and that will transmit it wirelessly to the display. On the next microbit, we find the operator we want. So minus, divide, multiply. That's the one we want. We're going to send it to the calculating display microbit. So it's got 6 times, and then we find 7 on here, and we send it to the display microbit. 2 buttons on the microbit that does the display. The one on the left is a clear button, the one on the right is the equals button. So if I now press equals, I should see the answer 42 scroll across the display. It's quite nice. It does decimals as well. If you scroll through, you've got a decimal point, so you can do decimals. They seem to work. If you do a calculation that's a single digit answer, it will just show the digit on here rather than scrolling it. And if you've forgotten the answer, if it's disappeared and you think, oh, I don't know what that number was, you can just press the equals button again and it will scroll across. And if you press the clear button, it will show you that it's cleared it, and you can do another problem. So if I do, let's do 2, we'll send 2, and this time I'm going to have plus. And I'm going to do 4. I'll send 4 and work out the answer. We should see the answer just come up. There we go. 6 comes up. It doesn't scroll as a single thing. Let's just prove it does decimals. Let's clear it again, and I'll do 22. So I'll send 2, and I'll send another 2, and we'll do divided by, and I'll divide it by 7. I'll send 7, and then press equals. There we go, 3.14286 scrolls across the display. You can also have decimal fractions as your numbers that you're multiplying or dividing as well. That seems to work okay. And I quite like the fact that if you clear it, if you don't do the whole sum, if I just send, say, I'll send 8 and I press equals, nothing happens. It doesn't error, which is quite nice. If I send 8 and then I send an operator like times, and I try and work out the answer, it just sits there, it waits for you to type in another number. If I send 8 again, and now I press the equals button, I should get 64 scrolling across. So there we go. It's a very, very simple calculator project. It's a bit bonkers, but if you've got 2 or 3 microbits and you fancy making a calculator, it's one way of doing it.